Hey, how's it going, you guys? This is Albert from Alberto's Towing. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do just a quick dispatch for light duty towing. You know, we always want to sound professional. We always want to sound courteous and helpful to the customer. We never want to sound from a position that we can't help out the customer. So it's very important that we always have a good working headset. We have a laptop. Preferably a mouse if you have a mouse, preferably a second screen if you have a second screen, preferably a keyboard if you have a keyboard, preferably a printer if you have a printer. This is all little stuff that you know, it just helps out. Realistically, all you need is just a headset and then just your laptop to start dispatching. I always make sure you have a notepad available to draw any quick notes you might need for a call. And that's really all you need to get started. You always want to make sure you have at least 3 links up on your computer. You want to have tow books, 1 tab opened up for tow books, 1 tab opened up for Google Maps, and 1 tab opened up for Road Sync. I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys caught that, but that's Road Sync, tow books, Google Maps. Okay. Our first step is to go over to the dispatch tab. Now I got a customer on the back line, so I'm going to go ahead and bring them in right now in a little bit. And upon us getting the phone call for a new call, we go to this top left button right here that says new call. So I'm going to go ahead and put the customer on. Okay. Hello, thank you for calling Alberto's Towing. Albert speaking. How may I help you? Okay, you'd like to place an order for a tow? And what was your name? Gerald. Okay, no worries, Gerald. And what's your best callback, Gerald, so I can get your number right now? Is it the number you're calling from? Okay, awesome. 714-267 4567. Okay, awesome, very good. I appreciate that. Okay, and where are you at right now, Gerald? You're on the corner of Grand and First Street in Santa Ana, California. Okay, no worries at all. And what's the address to where you're going, sir? Okay, you're going to 1101 West Lincoln Avenue, Corona, California. Okay, all right, no worries. And what kind of vehicle is it? It's a 2007 Honda Civic. Okay, all right, no worries at all. I'm just gonna put you on one quick hold, okay? Hold on, please hold. Okay, all right, so we noticed, you know, how fast I was and how efficient I was with getting all this information. We want to be very attentive to the customer to make sure that we're fully understanding and comprehending the customer. So the first thing I had asked them for was I had my greeting. Hello, thank you for calling Alberto's Towing. Albert speaking. How may I help you or how may I assist you? Right? We always want to start off with the warm greeting. Whatever warm greeting you want to give off, that's fine. You know, this is just a pretty generic one and it works pretty well with just almost all across the board. So it makes the customer feel at home, right? Now we know their name. We know their name's Gerald. We're going to ask him, Gerald, what's the pickup address? And then from there, Gerald didn't have the exact address, but he had cross streets. And then he had the drop-off address to where he was going. We got the year, make, model, right? And this is some of the most critical information you're always going to get, no matter, irregardless of what dispatch. It's going to be name, phone number, pickup address, drop-off address, year, make, model. And then we generally want to make sure, right here we're getting a total of 25 miles, right? If we add the tow hook fee, we can add the tow hook fee right there, right? And that should technically be 150. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and create the call. I'm going to go ahead and unmute it. Okay, all right, Gerald, that's not a problem. We can get this knocked out all the way over down to Corona, California, for a total of $312.50. I have a driver that can be there within the next 45 minutes. Would you like for me to go ahead and send the driver out to you? Okay, all right, no worries. Let me see. And what was wrong with the vehicle, sir? Vehicle doesn't start. Okay, no worries at all. Easy one to take care of. So, okay. All right. And how are you paying for this? Are you paying cash or card? Paying cash? Okay, no problem at all. Okay. All right. I'm going to put you on one last quick hold, okay? Or actually, I don't have to put you on hold again. We're good to go. I'm going to go ahead and send this out to you. My driver is going to go ahead and give you a courtesy call when he's on his way, okay? Okay. All right. Perfect. I appreciate that. All right. No worries, Gerald. Thank you for having thank you for calling Alberto's Towing. We appreciate it. Bye-bye. So upon creating the call, right, here's the call that we had just created. We have everything, right? I'll go back to modify the call. We have all the info here. We have everything that we're going to need for the driver to go ahead and get started. And right here we have vehicle doesn't start. And we put on their cash $312.50. Now I'm going to go ahead and assign this to a driver, and I'm going to pick the driver, Alberto. So upon me picking Alberto's automatically going to get the call. And when he gets the call, it's going to look something like this, right? From there, when the driver is cleared up and he's ready to head out to the customer, he can call the customer, give him a courtesy call. Right here, the second he automatically clicks the pickup address, it automatically wants to update the status to en route. And it automatically generates everything for him on Google Maps. First and Grand, 9 minutes away, and he's ready to go. Keep in mind, this does not work for cross streets. So if you, I mean, it works for cross streets. I'm sorry, it works for cross streets. It works for exact addresses. It doesn't work if the customer is on the side of the freeway. So to give you an example, if this same customer who was who had broken down there was to, gotta find the call, give me 1 second. So to give you an example, if this customer was to be on the 5 freeway, right, just to give you an example, and Grand Avenue, you always want to ask if they're northbound, southbound, westbound, or eastbound on the freeway to give the drivers more specific. But to go over it, to assume this call is on the side of the freeway, towbooks most likely is not going to know where that is. See, 5 North and Grand Avenue. And even if I type in Santa Ana, California, right, to specify what city he's specifically crossed through the freeway, it still is going to give you almost this little error right here, right? And it's trying to calculate the mileage at 11.2. And sometimes the miles are accurate, sometimes they're not. The only way to truly find out is anytime a customer is on the side of the freeway, we have to double check the miles, whether it's for a motor club, insurance, or cash call. We have to double check all of the miles. So when we double check the miles and we see they're going there, and then we're going to come down right here to the 5, right? And we can see this is 5 Santa Ana. And we want to find Grand Street. Then what we have to do is we have to come down. And we have to just manually look for it sometimes. Really, that's the only thing that we can do. So 5 in Grand is going to be more down this way, just to make sure that the miles are accurate, because a lot of the times when it's on the side of the freeway, the miles aren't accurate. See, right there's 5 and right there's Grand. Boom, I pinpoint that. It's showing exact 25.5 miles. I go back to towbook, and all I'd have to do is modify this to 26 loaded miles, right? And then get that grand total of 344. That's really the only difference we have. If it's an actual physical address or it's cross streets, it's good to go. If it's on the highway, I always recommend just to double check it. The mileage tends to be a little off on tow books. It's pretty good at calculating a lot of stuff, but it's not 100% perfect. So you always want to make sure you're double checking mileage, especially when the call's on the side of the freeway. So that's more or less how you handle a light duty call for just the most basics of dispatches. And I appreciate everybody for watching this video, and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.